Hi everyone, I wanted to talk to you about biography. You're going to be writing a biography in this class, and I thought we'd start out with these definitions. An autobiography is an account of a person's own life, but we are writing a biography, which is an account of another person's life. So the way to draw information for a biography is, for one thing, something you've already done, is to interview the person. So you've got that information already, but there's some other approaches that you can take. So let's look at this. Here's the interview. Letters and diaries. Of course, this is personal, but if you could get permission from the person to look at these and it's helpful, that's something you might do. In addition, you might ask them if there's any newspaper or magazine articles written about them. That would be another source of information. Also, you can interview someone who knows the subject of your essay. So you can interview a friend or family member of the person that you've already interviewed. You might be able to gather some more information for your writing that way. So when you're writing biography, let's think about point of view. For an autobiography, you would use first person, but for biography, you're going to want to use third person point of view. And this will include pronouns such as his, her, their, he, she, they, them. So remember that as you start this rough draft, you're writing it from the third person point of view. And then the last slide I want to share with you here just talks about how no book is large enough to tell everything about a person's life. So when you're approaching this essay, you do not want to think that you have to include every detail about this person's life. It is not a giant summary of everything they've ever done. You would lose your reader if you tried to do that anyway. So you're going to want to focus in on one main point. And if you've looked at the rough draft prompt, you'll see that that's going to be about the person's path to fulfillment. So whatever that is, you want to focus on that one aspect and develop that one idea throughout the essay. For example, if you use the main idea that Harry's path to fulfillment came from embracing the Buddhist philosophy, you could start out giving some contextual information about Harry, who he is, and his life a little bit. That might cover a paragraph or two, but then you're going to want to get into that main idea. So if it's about Buddhist philosophy, you might want to talk about when Harry first encountered the Buddhist way of teaching, how that impacted him, where that shift occurred, where he thought that that was something he wanted to follow, and then give examples and experiences that all develop that main idea of how his path to fulfillment came from embracing that type of philosophy. That way your essay will stay focused, you'll be developing one idea throughout, and it'll be easy for the reader to follow your line of thought as you develop this one idea about this person. So I hope that's helpful. Please ask me if you have any questions, and I look forward to seeing what you come up with.